So next on the side of RA is Trowa.
Gold Paladin. I expected the Fenrir because he was using it earlier. But he lost with it earlier against Des.
I'm surprised that he's using Unite, but I don't actually know how this
Yeah,
matchup works. I don't think I've ever fought Cherry Unite versus Hollow to see how that happens. Let's see how they interact. Cuz they don't stop they don't stop one another from doing anything.
Yeah. I think it's more of a who can withstand who first.
Yes. Yeah, it basically
Because
comes to
if
that.
Cherry can guard all this, and then she can counterattack and push harder, then yeah.
I'm
But
surprised he's
because of
using Croton.
the Toke,
Yeah.
ah.
I mean, it's
I
not
mean, I haven't seen Choro play
it's
since
not a bad
NR,
idea.
but
It's just that Gold Paladin have other things now. Like if you want a 12k for most of the things you want a 12k for, you could there are other things you could do like the Unite version or
probably doesn't play Marcia though.
he has the unflip perfect guard, so I think that's what this is about. He didn't ride.
Probably he's lacking the grade 3.
He's more than likely lacking the grade 3, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think I've ever seen Choro grade 2 game.
I I don't believe he would.
Mm.
Mostly because Gold Paladin's really from what I've seen
Have
from
no
the
reason
build up
to.
to now, it feels like this deck doesn't benefit from the grade 2 game. If anything, this deck feels like it would be hindered by the grade 2 game, like greatly, because it looks like it needs GB1 a little more than mine does.
Yeah.
Okay, he wasn't he did this on purpose because he rode Gurgwit and discarded another grade 3. He could have rode.
Yeah. Unless he didn't have Gurglet.
Is it worth risking that?
Mm,
Especially considering that Divinity Lancer would have been 14k attacking Vanguard.
potentially. But I think I don't know what his. I'm going to assume that he runs for Divinity Lancer. I mean, well, not for but maybe 3. But I don't know what his any other backup grade 3s would be. Like I don't know if he plays the one that you play that does the little Ezel skill kind of.
The Bradot.
It doesn't love it. Yeah, yeah. Spirit calls.
I don't think he does. I think he just does 4 Gurgwit for Lancers.
Lancer. Yeah.
Which I thought about doing, but I just like Bradot for the option of first ride things. Like even in the game I did, I don't feel like it was a mistake that I used Bradot's skill because it got me. It put a grade 2 from top of the deck to the bottom, and then I got Gurgwit.
Hmm.
That is 2 heal triggers. That is 3 heal triggers, and they all went through. Okay, Zan, how am I supposed to feel about what I just saw?
We take we take with moderation.
I mean, I don't think there's any moderation in what just happened. That was 3 heal triggers in a row, and they all healed.
See, it's like what Blitz did, like when he got the double heal during the Tetra, when he was at 5, and I was just like, wow, I got like.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I feel like you just took a moment and went like, wow, that happened.
Yeah.
This is that kind of game.
I was just like, what the? I was like it's kind of demoralizing when you sit there, you push them down, and then they like triple and double heal out of it, and it's just like, what the hell? Oh, I see what she means. I see what she means. But I mean, at the end result, you are filling up your drop zone with.
I kind of wonder why she felt the need to drop the grade 3 to G guard when it was just 1 damage. Especially considering what she had to do to block that. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. I looked at you using screw and I wondered why.
So mom's just gonna like do massive crits and like push them down.
I mean, that would even things up.
Her hand is kind of eh.
Her hand usually isn't like this, actually.
But now that he has 3 G Guardians, it's kind of very demoralizing.
Brings out Granok. It won't attack, but it will still...
Unflip.
Yep, you get 2 unflips from it. And at the end of the day, that's good enough. Kind of. If Cherry wanted to be that person, she could have actually milled 3 and gotten Granok back just to send it to drop again, but she had literally 0 reason to do that.
Yeah. I noticed that she doesn't have Cannon either. She healed.
She healed, that's always good.
Can I get through them? No, it's out.
That's a crit.
Mom could be pushed to 5, but I mean, I don't think that's good.
She could be pushed to 5. For what she probably had to do, it was probably better for her to go to 5 than it would be for her to try to guard it.
Yeah.
Besides, now we have Counterblast 5 Night Rose. The moment when Granblue becomes Aqua Force, 5 Counterblast Night Rose. I have to say, like, all honesty, no BS, I look forward to Aqua Force getting more things, because their main thing was always multiple battles, and now half the game does that.
Every clan does it.
Well, not every clan, because Kagero can't do it. Kagero can't do a lot of things.
God. Thank God. They do enough. But
they do enough. But it's funny that What
Yeah,
they do is
I'm not
really
sure.
unique to them.
I'm honestly not sure what Aquaforce could really get unless they get like back row swings, which it isn't new considering the Murakumo stride does it and the Spike Brothers Dudley stride does it.
I feel like they
But I
just need
mean,
more efficient ways to do what they already do, more than trying to get something new.
yeah, like it would be nice if we got like a something like a Sillyman that gives like I I have a feeling that most of the new Aquaforce stuff is going to be Thanos related. Well, a good chunk of it, while everything else is just going to get a little bit of support here and there. Kind of want blue ways to get that, but I mean,
I wonder about that.
uh, but I think I think Thanos is going to get a Sillyman thing that says that's what title does, but specifically for Thanos. Because I mean, 808 is cool and all, but 808 isn't necessarily, you know, like one-time usage is kind of
It's the
awkward.
arrestor of the deck. It's got a one-time use, but after that one time, it's just kind of sitting there looking pretty.
Yeah. Whereas, I mean, she's good for now because it's all that Aquaforce, well, all that Thavas has.
Cherry has had to go
outside of
really,
Magnum and Title.
not to interrupt, but Cherry has had to go really hard to compensate for the damage trigger.
Yeah. I feel like she might be able to pull through.
46, 3 to pass.
A perfect guard.
Well, that helps with next turn a little. I say a little because he probably should try to do a Gurgwit turn.
He most likely will. 5 damage. Has a whole bunch of stuff in the soul. Like,
Yeah, I'm finding it hard to think of why he wouldn't do that. I like how I just mentioned the milling 3 to bring Granark back to do it again, and she just did it in a situation where it was a lot more worthwhile. She did lose 2 critical triggers, but they're not heals. That's the important thing.
there's one in damage. There.
There's 1 in damage, and she's G-guarded twice.
One in jump.
No. She G-guarded once. She said she could have G-guarded twice, so she has 1 in hand.
Wait, she did it twice?
She said she could have G-guarded last turn.
Oh.
This man just soul blasted 6. Zana, I wasn't aware it was that serious. Did I miss a memo?
KO Ken. KO Ken.
He still doesn't have the times 20 though.
Two tens and an intercept. Be all that is needed.
And now it's the guard 1 attack. The rear is actually hitting exactly as hard.
Hmm.
Cherry said she's out of heals. So unless there's
Yeah,
another
not
perfect guard in
great
hand, I
kind
think
of.
this might be the end of it.
I hope it is. That 58 is a monstrosity.
Is she gonna... Okay. I thought she could guard for a minute there. I was gonna say, wait, what?
Yeah. Mom trying to troll us.
Good games, though. This means it's up to Moe.